Hello, my name is Sam Heavey. This is my buddy Connor. That's Willie behind the camera. And I'm just going to show Connor some progressions that'll lead up to a power clean and then the power clean itself. So I'm excited to get started. We already did a dynamic warm-up, so we're going to head right into the front squat. Let's go for it. The first exercise we're going to start with is a front squat. This is the final position you will end up in through the power clean. So the front squat will teach, it's very good for building up that natural strength, but it also teaches a good front rack position, keeping my elbows pointed nice and straight ahead, getting that wrist flexibility if I can. It also teaches me to sit back on my hips as well. So I'm stepping in here, keeping my elbows nice and strong, squeezing my butt, bracing my core, driving through my legs, keeping my knees out. Big breath out. Then we're going to move over here to Connor. Keeping his chest nice and tall, keeping his elbows nice and pointed forward. Big breath out, looking good. We're going to go for one more. He's really doing a good job sitting back. Nice job. The second exercise we're going to do today is a high pull. This is going to show the transition from once you get the bar up to getting it into that front rack in the front squat position. So what we're going to do is I'm just getting into that nice athletic stance, nice tall chest, slight bend in the knees, and I'm just driving up with my elbows. Big breath out, really kind of working that pop, because then you will then be catching in the front rack. Once again, big pop of the elbows. We're going to come over here. Connor's going to do the same thing. Standing up nice and tall, and really driving through the elbows. Nice job, looking good. The third exercise we're going to do today is a hang clean. This is a combination of the past two movements that we did. We're really focusing on a big extension of the hips, a big drive of the elbows up as well, a big powerful high pull, and then landing into that front rack position. Really focusing on driving my elbows forward, maintaining that nice long spine, and really catching it. I'm driving from kind of a deadlift position with my feet, and then when I land, I'm widening up my feet a little bit for the catch position. So, starting off with a grip that's a little wider than shoulder width. Standing up nice and tall. Big drive. Once again, nice and tall. Big drive. Come over here to Connor. Job. Went a little low on that one, but it's because he's really good. Keeping his elbows nice and forward, catching that nice strong front rack position, driving his knees out. Looks good. The fourth exercise we're doing today is just a regular deadlift. This starts off the exercise that is the clean in terms of getting the weight off the floor and getting it up to your hips to where you can engage the hips to drive it higher. Normally with a deadlift, you would do the alternated grip. That's what I'm going to do today, but you can totally, in terms of practicing for a clean, do a pronated grip as well. In addition, you can add a deadlift and then a high shrug, but today we're just going to do a deadlift. So bringing my feet into a nice athletic stance, about shoulder width apart, really sinking my hips back, keeping my chest nice and tall. Big breath out, driving through the legs. Coming back down, once again, sinking my hips back. Big drive through the legs. Connor, if you want to come over here and join us.
Can I do the pronated?
Yes, please.
Okay.
He's going to go for a pronated grip, which is very good for practicing and learning to clean. Big breath out, nice and tall. Connor's even got that little bit of pop in there because he's ready to go. Finally, to wrap it up, we're going to come into the full power clean. The big difference between, or the main difference between a power clean and a regular clean is that I'm catching it on the power clean with my knees above 90, where if it was a regular clean, I would come all the way down and squat it back up. I would catch it a lot lower. What we're really doing is tying together all the movements we did previously, coming from the deadlift up off into the ground, from the first pull into the scoop, and then the second pull as I'm getting higher, and then catching it once again. So it's a big drive through the legs, big extension of the hips, and then catching it once again in that front rack, front squat position. Getting my hands about a little wider than shoulder gripped apart. Big drive. Once again, resetting. Standing up nice and tall. We want to come over to here for Connor.
Oh, that.
What Connor did on that one, it would help him if he pointed his toes a little bit more forward, focused on driving his knees out with the catch, and trying to make that hip extension to the first pull, the scoop, and the second pull, all one fluid motion. Let's go for it again.
There we go. Felt a little better.
Yep, that's good. We're going to go for one more. If you want to come to the side, Willie. As the bar goes up, a good power clean, the bar will look as if it's just going, or it is in fact going straight up and down. It won't swoop out at all or anything. Go for the last one, Connor. Big breath out. That looks good. You actually went a little lower on that one for just a regular clean. That's cool by me. We're good. So thanks for watching our instructional video on how to do the power clean. I want to thank my buddy Connor right here for helping me out. Also my buddy Willie behind the camera. Hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks a lot.